Say again.
We have a T-Rex.
Oh.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Hey, welcome to Pool 2, where Devil Dinosaur is going to run the show. Today's deck guide, Jurassic Handlock, I believe is one of, or the best Pool 2 deck within the game. It's a deck focused all about keeping your hand size full with plenty of synergy and combos. And the best part is, every game is going to be a little bit different because you're going to be often taking cards from the opponent and using them against them. And then best of all, you'll be placing high power cards on turn 6 for some location winners. Let's waste no time and get to the deck guide. All right, so if you're familiar with my deck guides, you guys know I like to give loads of different options to try to reach as many different accounts as possible because everybody's going to have different cards. But the good news about today's deck is that Pool 2 is very small, so it'll be pretty easy to obtain all the different options, and you can play the deck to your style. Let's kick off with the deck essentials. So these are the cornerstones, and we're going to start with the first anchor of the deck. It is Devil Dinosaur, and this whole deck is kind of built around his raw potential location winning power. Now, Devil Dinosaur is a 5/3 who gains +2 power per card in your hand, and this entire deck is focused on keeping that hand size full. And we're going to have a lot more to talk about on him a little bit later. Let's go to our next cornerstone in the Collector, a Pool 2 card. This guy's ready to party, coming right out of the Great Gatsby. Anytime a new card is going to enter your hand that's not from your deck, this crazy old man is going to gain +1 power for each card. And you're going to have so many cards that are going to allow him to boost up his power and hold down a location pretty well. In order to get these two anchors nice and powered up, we need to rely on the next cards that are all about keeping the hand size full and grabbing cards not from your deck to grow the Collector and Devil Dinosaur. Meet the Essential Gatherers. We start off with the Sentinel, who's going to have a barrage of 2-cost, 3-power cards constantly going on the battlefield while keeping your hand size full. He's an absolute great card to play at any turn, and it pumps up both of the anchors. Next, Cable, the Silver Fox here, is going to take a card from your opponent, leaving them clueless which one you possess. Cable is going to feed both Devil Dinosaur and the Collector. And then best of all, the cards that you take from your enemy is super important. If you take Odin and you know they're running an on-reveal deck, you best damn...
Oh, snap.
Gentlemen, drink a cold glass of water before our next card, Agent 13. A simple 1/2 play that can net you any card in the game, even cards that aren't out yet like Galactus and Thanos. This can either be game-changing and really change the deck as a whole, or it could just be a nice addition for a 1-cost card to Devil Dinosaur and the Collector. And lastly, for the essential cards, it must be Ladies' Night. We've got the White Queen, who was a good card in Pool 1, but really starts to shine in Pool 2. She'll be copying your enemy's best cards in hand while setting you up for complete success in the late game, all while continuing to feed Devil Dinosaur and, of course, the Collector. So again, the core synergy of Jurassic Handlock are all these cards above, but it is dealer's choice from here. I'm going to give you guys a lot of options of combo finishers, but again, I'll show you my deck and the one that I mainly run with. I feel like I should have made this more a Ladies' Night inspired deck because we got 2 more ladies for our first combo, and it's absolutely lethal. We've got Storm, who, if you guys watched my last video on the best Pool 2 cards that supercharge your Pool 1 decks, I'll link it up above. Storm is going to change the location to Flooding, which is going to give the enemy and yourself one last turn to play a card. And of course, you're going to follow this up with Jessica Jones, our favorite photographer. She's great. She turns from a 4/4 to a 4/8 if you leave her alone. And this is a great way to seal off the location and get an early W. You know what's better than a lot of power for our Collector? Odin drops an 8 power on turn 6, and you can throw him on top of cards like Cable, Agent 13, and White Queen to effectively double a Collector's power and make sure your deck is full at the end of the game. Another optional card for this deck is Angela, because, you know, she's Angela, the best card in the game. So when it comes to Moon Girl, you guys are going to have her from Pool 1, and naturally, she does go with Devil Dinosaur to get the hand size full, but naturally, her 4/4 is nothing impressive, and I find her to be a bit overkill. The hand size limit is 7, and you really don't need all that extra hand size with Agent 13 and White Queen and some of the other options. But if you like Moon Girl and you can double up Devil Dinosaur, she can be a game winner. Sunspot and Infinite, the backup plans. Guys, these are great staples to have just in case you don't pull Devil Dinosaur. Now, again, to play the Infinite, you have to skip turn 5, which is great to go ahead and naturally throw him in with Sunspot. Be careful. You're entering pool 2, and that means a lot more Killmongers that can completely wipe all the stacking that you've done for Sunspot. So this is going to be my optimal deck for Jurassic Handlock to run when putting it all together. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys into some example games to show you what it looks like all together. But do know you have the option for this deck as well that replaces a lot of the cards with the Destroy card. Now, you can run this deck this way, and it's going to be a very consistent winner as well, taking advantage of Carnage, Deathlock, and of course, Bucky Barnes. All right, let's show the deck in action, and let me show you my starting hand. Now, we're going to be playing this deck with the Odin variant of it, and we've got Sunspot, Devil Dinosaur, and Jessica Jones. You can see that right above me. And our first location is Lumeria. Now, this doesn't matter all too much for the first turn, especially for Sunspot. We'll play him left side just in case, you know, we get a location that's not favorable. And we are playing the Green Goblin here. So we've got the peak, everybody's favorite location. That's actually just going to give us major benefit for our Devil Dino. That's a nice side of that. And then, of course, Jessica and Cable are not going to be affected. Let's go ahead and play Cable. We're going to play him in the middle location. And this is where it would be nice to play the Collector early. It's kind of like the Bishop where you want to play him earlier, the better, because you're going to end up just getting a lot more power there. We played Sakar. That's going to play a card for both of us. And really nobody won there. I guess I did a little bit. But he's going to be playing his Wolfsbane early. That's a big rip. And look at that. Turn 3. We can play our boy, the main anchor of the deck. And it's pretty much going to be GG from here. It's going to be really tough for him to catch up because we have the Infinite as well. So I'm actually going to snap. Probably going to scare him away. But let's go ahead and throw Devil Dinosaur in the dead middle. Right now, our only problem is we don't have a lot of cards. But no big deal. We're going to skip our turn 5 to play Infinite. So we'll collect a lot of cards that way. So he's going to be going up with the Devil Dinosaur versus Captain America. Sign me up for that movie. That'd be fantastic. We can move Nightcrawler. Really no reason to. And we have turn 5. Now, again, Jessica Jones is just fantastic to throw onto this group because you get rewarded for not doing things, right? Jessica Jones is going to give us even more power by just sitting here on turn 5. And then we're going to also feed that location. So we're swiftly about to get like 13 power on the left side there. Don't want to play anything here. Could play Sentinel to keep our hand size, but of course we want to end this bad boy with the Infinite. And this is where like Killmonger would be huge on this deck. We would wipe, you know, whatever he's trying to accomplish with the Khazar Zoo option. But here we go. It's over. It's done. It's a nice GG. We can decide where we want to put these. Doesn't really matter. We'll throw on the big heavyweight Infinite. Odin would be worthless here, and I'm struggling here, but let's go ahead and throw that down, and GG, right? So there's just so many ways to run this. Electra, nice counter play to Sunspot this late, but it hit my Nightcrawler. Man, nothing's working for this guy. We've all had these games. And he is going to win that left location. I'll give him props there. And he's going to run Hawkeye on the last side, but too little, too late. It was closer than I thought. He got pretty close to the middle location, but easy clap. Okay, so let's run one more game here, guys. Do let me know if you want to see more than 2 games. Go ahead and comment down below because I feel like this is a good amount for the video size. But I could definitely make videos just dedicated to using the decks that I create. But I want to be respectful of y'all's time. So we did get Collector first, which is going to be fantastic for what I want to show. The last game was kind of more about Devil. I want this one to be a bit more about the Collector. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to play Sunspot first. This is an awesome card for scaling on Baxter Building, scaling on some harder locations like Danger Room. And oh boy, we got Sinister London. This is going to be a hoot. Okay, so let's throw down the Collector instead of Angela and double him up. So essentially, every card we get, which, hey, thank you. Usually the Black Widow is a bad card, but I will certainly take 2 free on both of my Collectors. So now we do have these garbage cards, which in Pool 3, Widow's Bot, you can't get any more cards, so you get rid of these. So a lot of garbage, but still, I mean, hey, I'll take the free cards. Man, this is just written in the stars. We've got the Raft. The first to fill gets a free 6 cost. Don't mind if I do. We're going to build up our Angela. We're going to snap because I feel already pretty great about it. Build up the Angela. Get the free 0-6. And let's see if he sticks in here with us, as we only need one more card to fill. Jessica Jones, the absolute perfect cap on this to leave alone. Do I risk playing this on Sinister London to double up the Jessica Jones? I think so. Let's hope it goes to the raft. That'd be a freaking big bummer. I'm going to look like an idiot if it doesn't. Come on. Go to the raft. Fantastic. It's because I'm filming, and I knew that was going to happen. We just don't need to play any on those two then. That's a little bit of a unplanned bummer, but we'll throw down Devil Dinosaur. God knows I shouldn't risk it again. So let's just throw him on the right side. He's not going to be that powerful because of us not having a lot of cards. But again, the raft is going to give us another card, and that's more ways to build up our collector. So we have 19. Listen, I don't care if he's got Wong. We've got 19, 15, 14, a strong commanding lead. We did pull Galactus. Unfortunately, we can't use him. This is actually the worst card we could have pulled because we have cards in every deck. You need one, or in every location. You only need one to destroy all of them. But that doesn't mean we can't do a little bit of craziness here. Definitely the play is to throw down Odin. That's going to be copied to the left location. We'll follow him up with the Galactus. Good luck winning this, bud. This is going to be a tough. He does have a good combo, and this is probably an Odin, which is going to double up all these Tigers, if I had to take a guess. It's Dr. Doom, which is going to give him 10 on both sides, which won him the far right by 1, but our double Odin and winning Baxter building with the +3 is going to give us the edge. So this was kind of more focused on the collector. We didn't get really any cards that beefed him up, but what we did get is locations that helped us a ton. And thank you. Big shout out everybody in the comments to Sacrip, what a name, for feeding our collector. All right, so that's the main bit of how the deck works. So there it is, the Jurassic Handlock, guys. Best of luck running this deck. It's a lot of fun, and it's very easy to win a lot of different games. Guys, we're going to have a lot of Pool 2 focused deck guides coming out this week. I'm trying to stay aligned with y'all's collection levels, so let me know down in the comments below your collection level so that I can best base my videos for Pool 1, 2, and eventually 3. If you guys have not already, it helps tons if you subscribe to the channel to get these videos out to more Marvel Snap players. And until the next video, happy snapping.